Yo, what's up? It's your boy Matt Knox. We back in the building Monday morning, 9:15 is roughish. What's going down? How was everybody weekend? How everybody doing? I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everybody woke up this morning. It's going down, doing big things. So today, I'm gonna start right off the bat. I got a problem with Marcus Wiley. Marcus Wiley, we have a problem. You called out my guy. I know he might have been a little premature on what he had going on. You called out my guy LeBron and was just talking reckless, like talking like you a first ballot Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? Like you basically said, "Shut up and dribble, LeBron." That's basically what you said, Marcus Wiley. I'm gonna come back to you though. On our show today, if you on, let me know that you here. Say what's up to me. Let me know. I finally got my message situation figured out. We got everything figured out. And I was actually thinking about putting the show back until maybe around 6 o'clock, 6:30, somewhere around there today, and see how that goes. So I'll probably do another show around 6:30 today. And boom, back at it. We're gonna hit up some of our convos that we talked about last week. I want to get with y'all getting basically. I want to see what's going down. What I'm gonna start off with today? I'm gonna start it off right off the bat. I'm gonna go to the shootings, recent shootings, and what I discovered over the weekend. So, all right, it was another clip that was produced in the Ma'Khia Bryant shooting. You know, a different angle from across the street from where the neighbors security cam, and I definitely blame the adults. Now, I know that they going through a hard time. They just lost their child, but I blame her father and her mother. They saw the police there. They saw police officers pulled up. They let her come outside, talk their noise, and she turned up. She told the first girl, I'll stab you. I'm finna stab you. Got onto the other girl. Police overkilled. A lot of bad things happening at the same time. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all my update is on the shooting. I still have the same point of view. It's just that an officer could have tackled her, but she had a knife. So I don't know. It looked like he could have got involved before it got to the shooting point. Like he could have hit her when she was in the transition and going from this girl to this girl. He was right there on the scene. He didn't even have to pull his gun out. He was right there. He was close in the body cam video of the police officer made it look like he was a little bit further back than what he was. But when you look at it on the neighbor's video, he was closer than what he was. He was a lot closer than what he looked like on that police video. But that's just a lot of unfortunate situations all happening at one time. I'm not going to linger on that because shootings are a very touchy subject. Very touchy subject. So I'm gonna run down some teams who I think should do some things in the draft. So once again, if you got a squad, shout out to my boy Mo who was on my last stream. My messages was messed up. He wanted me to let y'all know he part of that Raven gang and out in Baltimore. He here in Houston. He been rocking with the Ravens. It's nothing new. It's not they got Lamar Jackson on with the Ravens now. You know what I mean? He been a Ravens fan. I can vouch for that. You know, they'll probably finish second in division again and make a second round exit. Nah, I'm just messing with you, Mo. Y'all got something, man. Y'all just got to get past your boy Mahomes, Josh Allen and them new Buffalo Bills, they got it peaking up a little bit. You know what I mean? So the AFC, I think the AFC is a tough fight. Like the NFC, they got some big names in it, but the AFC in certain divisions, you got to come to play every week. No risk. Who Baltimore got in every division? Baltimore got the Steelers, the Browns, and the Bengals. Yeah, excuse me, I had a little burp there. But yeah, they got the the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Browns in their division. The Browns gonna mess themselves up. I feel like when OBJ come back, there's gonna be too much star power to get the ball around. Baker, he not gonna be able to do it because OBJ gonna get frustrated. Then Baker gonna get frustrated. OBJ gonna be out the door. That's how this gonna go. Baltimore, y'all need y'all dynamic receiver. Y'all receivers dynamic sometimes. Like sometimes y'all have a dynamic receiver. Sometimes y'all receiver just go MIA. He be in left field, just doing crazy things. Like Baltimore have 300 yards receiving one week. One receiver will have 200. Then the next week they'll have 57 receiving yards. Lamar Jackson be done ran for 160 yards with one touchdown. And they lost. That's how it be. Once again, welcome to the Open Table Talk. If you want to chime in, leave me a message. I got my messages fixed. I should be able to see them. If not, and you got me on Facebook or Instagram or something, shoot me a message and let me know that people leave messages and I'm not responding to them. That would help. Draft expectations. I'm gonna go to the NFC East now. I just did the AFC one division. I'm gonna go to the NFC East now. I already went over my Cowboys. I feel like we need a defensive player from a good conference, a good school, not a school that's sometime. I want a player who done played against some dogs. You know what I mean? Like even if he had some slip ups, I'd rather have him than overrated prospect who played against one team one time a year and he made one play on a bad throw. I don't know why they draft people over that. It's ridiculous. Like it's real life ridiculous. Then we got the Eagles. The Eagles, I don't know what they're doing. I just don't know which direction they are going. When I figure that out, I'll get back to y'all and let y'all know what they should draft. But I don't know what they should draft because I don't know what direction they're going. They need receivers. They need linemen. They need defensive players. They need some type of special team specialists. They need a whole lot. The Giants, I feel like some way, somehow, the Giants is like getting ready to make one of them years where they go 9-7. But then they somehow mysteriously are in the Super Bowl picture. Like, I don't like the Giants, but they be having them years. They be just terrible for a couple of years. And then all of a sudden they'll have a year where they just put it together towards the end. They'll be 1-6 and then they'll win out. And then they'll go on and go through the playoffs. And you'd be like, where did this come from? Like, the Giants do that randomly all the time. All the time. I don't even want to talk about the other team in the division. They don't even have a mascot. Like, I don't understand. Your mascot is a letter. Your mascot is a letter, a W. The Washington football team or the Washington football club, whatever they call themselves. It is only a letter. That's crazy. Now, I know y'all don't want to be called the Redskins no more. Well, y'all didn't have no choice. People was petitioning against y'all, but a letter? That's all you had was a letter? Okay. And what do Washington need? I feel like Washington need them a solid offensive line. If Washington get them a solid offensive line, they're gonna be able to compete. They got some things. They got some pieces. They need an offensive line. I know they. A lot of people think that they need a young quarterback, but in the NFL, a lot of times a young quarterback is not necessarily what you need. Like, it's not necessarily what you need. So Washington, I would give me a lineman, and then back door draft me a second round quarterback. Well, you might have to go first round quarterback this year because no free agents are coming to Washington unless you trade for them or they down on their luck. No free agent is going to Washington. And that's the NFC East. So I think, the AFC South, NFC East. On Wednesday, I do two different other divisions. And then, will I do two divisions? I'm going to try to do two divisions from each conference. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that on Wednesday. Two divisions from each conference. So I'll do that on Wednesday on the NFL tip. Oh yeah, my boy Mo back up on the screen. You know what I mean? He done. I just told y'all he was on the Raven Nation. I just told y'all earlier in the stream. Mo with the Raven Nation. You know what I mean? In the lineman, if you don't know who Rashad Moses is, let me tell you. Let me tell you about this guy. He putting on for the lineman. He putting on for the big boys. You know what I mean? He got the Lyman University, Lyman U. Look it up. My boy gonna pop up. Go to his Facebook page. Go to the group. You know what I mean? He doing big things for the young linemen. If you got a lineman, that's probably for what I don't want to put it out there because kids do have small attention spans. So if you got a lineman that's about 5'6", I know they got a 6U team. About 5 or 6, send him to my boy. You can be out of state. You can be whatever. He holding camps for everybody. Send him to my boy and watch what he do. His results. I've been watching for since his little boy was on the first team he was on. Facebook wise, I've been watching. That boy something. That boy Tank is something. I'm not playing with you. Check out my boy Rashad. Call him Mo, Big Mo. You know what I mean? He doing his thing. He got the big boys 7-on-7 tournament that they're gonna be having. And like I said, he got the Lyman University camp, Lyman U camp coming up. Hit him up, let him know how to get your son involved. The big boys, the linemen, they getting involved. Why we gotta have camps for running backs, receivers, quarterbacks, but the linemen don't get involved. Difference in linemen at a high school age and a college age. Some people just trying to figure it out when they get to that level. Coaches be, go make a play, such and such, go make a play. They don't put no work into them. Yeah, if you don't put no work into them, yeah, you're going to be, y'all got to block, you got to block. You ain't taught them nothing. Like my boy said, you ain't taught them no gaps. You ain't taught them what the holes are. None of that. Get in my boy Mo. Let him get your kid right if he a lineman. Big shout out to Mo. Appreciate you for getting on the stream, my brother. All right, man. It's time to go on to the next topic. We're going back to the NBA. We going back to for sure, man. I want you to come on the show. I'll send you all the details and everything. We could talk about it. We can get our own little conversation going. I know you a sports guru too. I know you like the Ravens. That's a good organization. They gonna compete year in, year out. You know, James Gang on the basketball tip. So I'm definitely gonna get you on the show. I'm gonna shoot you the details and we're gonna get that popping soon. Soon. And then when y'all see that, when y'all see what the guests look like on the show, y'all gonna be like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Speaking of, let's hit up that NBA. Let me know who you got. I have a major issue with the NBA this morning. Let me tell you what my major issue is. My major issue is this play-in game. This play-in situation. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand how you reward the 9 and 10 by giving them a game against each other. They already the 9 and 10 seed. Like the 9 and 10 seed. I realize in the West that could be an interesting matchup. In the East, the 9 and 10 seed, nobody wants to watch that. I can't even tell you who the 9th and 10th seed are right now. Like, I don't know. I have no clue. The way they're doing it is the 7th and 8th seed play each other. The 9 and 10th seed play each other. Then the winner of the 7th and 8th seed game will play the winner of the 9th and 10th seed game. And then they'll go play each other for their last spot into the playoffs. But it just don't make no sense to me. Like, why wouldn't the 7th seed play the 10th seed? The 8th seed play the 9th seed. Then the winner of that play each other. And then you go into the playoffs. I just feel like the first game of that round it doesn't make any sense to me. Like on the West, I see how it could be competitive, but you giving the 9 and 10 seeds like a respect for being a 9 and 10 seed. They get to play each other. But then the 7th, 8th seed eliminate each other. Like that don't make no sense to me. No sense. NBA, when you figured it out, let me know because that was the dumbest thing that y'all did in the offseason. Like, it's just not fair. My boy Mo say, definitely not fair for the AC. Do your job during the year like always. It really is dumb though. Exactly. Let me tell you how I found out. I thought they was doing it my way. I thought they was doing it my way. I thought that definitely the 7th seed would be playing the 10th seed, 8th seed playing the 9th seed. But when they said they was doing it this other way, I'm putting bets. I'm like, man, it ain't no way. My sister said, bet me $5 cash out. Just a little $5, a little quick something because I know I'm right. That's how she did me. I started to say, nah, because when she do that, 9 times out of 10 she be right. But I was like, no way the NBA gonna do that. No way the NBA is gonna put the 7th to 8th seed versus each other and the 9th to 10th seed versus each other. Then the winner got to play each other to get a playoff spot. This is not the bubble, my boy. This is other things going on in the world now. This is not the bubble. I am not going to the bar on a. It's probably gonna be a weird night too. It's probably gonna be a Wednesday or Tuesday night. I'm not going to the bar to see no 9-10 game. That's not what I'm doing, NBA. Get up on that. Meanwhile, in the NBA, let me know which team you think gonna be a surprise. Like, it's gotta be a surprise this year. All these injuries, everything that's going on, it's gotta be a surprise. Something gonna go on, and I know the Lakers gonna get LeBron back. They're gonna be good. It don't matter what seed they are. Like, they gonna be cool. I'm interested to see what Denver do with no Jamal Murray. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see what I want to do see what the Joker do. And that brings up another topic of mine, like the MVP race. I'm tired of people who got 3, 4 other superstars on their team in the MVP race. I'm tired of that. They be in the MVP race and they be like, yeah, I'm the MVP. No, nigga, you got a whole all-star team. Excuse my language. I don't mean to say that. But no, you got a whole all-star team on your team. Like, legit. You got a whole all-star team on your team, and you want the MVP. Steph Curry, I see what you doing. You score 30 points every game in a month. Man, that's something. The Knicks will surprise a lot of. Yep, that boy Julius Randle is a dog. Julius Randle is a dog. Having to play him, this is gonna be the problem of when they have to play Julius Randle night after night after night after night. That's where it's gonna be a problem. Then that boy Derrick Rose, he having a comeback season of the like trying to get his money back up. That's what he trying to get Adidas back on him. He better go to Nike. Adidas blowing out knees. But yeah, man, that boy, the Knicks, that's a good pick. That's a real good pick. If you're going into Vegas and you trying to make some money and you need somebody reliable to, you're not gonna make no money betting on the best teams. Yeah, Vegas not dumb. They know them teams probably gonna win, but you get you an underdog like the Knicks, you might have you something there. You know what I mean? Who else I think could be a surprise? I think Atlanta too young in the series. They're gonna get exposed. Uh, Boston, Boston. Yeah, don't forget that boy AJ Barrett. RJ. I'm sorry, I don't know where AJ come from. I was talking about AJ Green on NCAA 2007 yesterday so much. I was Somebody bet me some money, they beat me. If anybody ever played me NCAA 07, they know it wasn't a chance. That's how I survived my freshman year, beating boys out their money with the Georgia Bulldogs. But yeah, that boy RJ Barrett, he balling. He having a great comeback season because his rookie season he just wasn't ready yet. He just had to get adjusted. But yeah, the back to the other teams in the East. I think Boston and Philadelphia, they got to prove something, man. Boston and Philadelphia got to prove something. I'm tired of people getting credit, getting these big names, and they haven't proved nothing. Like, yeah, Embiid a beast, but it's been a lot of people who've been beasts on their team, but they ain't proved nothing in the playoffs. What has Embiid proved in the playoffs that he gonna get beat? At least the Celtics, they got to prove something too, because they got to prove that they're more than just an energy team. But at least the Celtics proved they got hustle. They gonna fight in the series. That they gonna be there. They gonna compete. They gonna get rough with you. The Sixers, only thing they showed me in the past is that they will lay it down. Best chance they had was to beat Kawhi and them, and they didn't. Kawhi tiptoed on them from the corner, kicked them out. Last year they got swept, I think. Bro, you want to be the MVP, but you got swept the year before. Like, not in the finals. Not in the finals. Like first round, second round, maybe. You haven't even seen the conference finals. Yeah, you need some help. The Raptors, they're gonna be what the Raptors are. They're gonna try to give it all, but they need a superstar. They back in that boat. They back in that boat they was in before Kawhi came for 1 year. They need a superstar to go with their great role players that they have. If they don't have that, first round exit. Then you got the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis. They got to prove something too. The Milwaukee Bucks got to prove something. I'm tired of y'all being in the top 1 and 2 in the league and falling out quickly. Playoffs come and y'all don't know where to kick the dough in. It'd just be super funny how teams fall apart when the playoffs come. They be looking so great, it fall apart. We're going to move on over to the West. On the West, I want to see what Chris Paul and these Phoenix Suns are gonna do. Chris, what you gonna do with these Phoenix Suns? I already told y'all I'm James Gang. I know what they gonna do. But I want to see what these Phoenix Suns gonna do. They've been balling all year in the regular season. We're gonna see what they gonna do. They're young. Devin Booker, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton. We're gonna see what they got. We're gonna see if they really about their money or if they just regular season people. We're gonna see what Chris Paul gonna do. Chris, you need to make it to a semifinals or a finals. My boy Mo let me know. He said Milwaukee will get over the hump this year and make the conference finals. I believe that. I believe they will make it to the conference finals because they got so much. How do I put it? They have so much to prove that like it's kind of like, nah, we have to do this. It's like one of them make or break years. Like this year, next year for Milwaukee are make or break years for their whole franchise, for their whole future franchise. Like in the NBA, you get 2, 3 years, boys start complaining. I need to be out of here. I can't do it. I don't see it. I can't do it. That's Milwaukee. Yeah, man, we gotta see what. Dang, Milwaukee, you do. I don't know. It's a tough road in the East. Like everybody, I didn't mention the Nets. Right, and that's what I'm thinking. Here y'all go for them Phoenix Suns. Gotta remember the playoffs a 7-game series. It's not one and leave town. It's not one. Then play that other team back to back the next day. Then leave town. No. You play one, rest day. Play another one, rest day. Then you travel. Play that same team, rest day. You think that's not difficult? In the NBA, you start giving them old heads, them boys start getting them rest. They start getting a rest day, then they get a travel rest day. It becomes difficult. It becomes difficult. Phoenix gonna have to bring it. You got Denver. Utah, they got something to prove too. Utah be at the top of the league every year. They be in the top three. They be competing. They be, oh, we're gonna do great. We're gonna do great. First round exits. Second round exits. Donovan, Rudy. Who they got? Joe Ingles. Uh y'all gotta prove something, baby. If not, y'all can get talked about just like y'all got talked about this year. And your feelings was hurt. Feelings was devastated. Don't talk about Utah like that. It's the truth. It's the truth. Before Donovan Mitchell like was there, if you random pick on the video game and you landed on Utah, you was trying to persuade your homeboy to let you get another team on 2K. They definitely told the truth on that one. Utah is not an electrifying team. They never have been. That's the style of basketball they like. Hopefully D Wade in the ownership. Hopefully D Wade will be part of the ownership and he'll get them on the right task. But I think D Wade is on the part of the ownership where you sit back and collect checks. You don't have nothing to do with the basketball operations. I hope that's not true, but I feel it is true. Mo once again said Utah has no depth. It kills them every year. They need a real star. To me, they don't have one yet. That is a good point. Is Donovan Mitchell star caliber? Or is he just getting is it the Chris Bosh effect? You know what I mean? That's what I like to call it, the Chris Bosh effect when he was in Toronto. Nobody else is there, so yeah, he gonna get all the points. What is it on my? Nobody else is there, so yes, he gonna get all the points. Rudy Gobert not binking nobody getting to the rim. He catching lobs and getting rebounds and putbacks. Uh, Joe Ingles, he gets you a little boom boom every now and then, but he not electric. Like that's gonna be the question. That's gonna be a topic in my next show. Does Utah have a star? Is Donovan Mitchell a star caliber player? That's Mo. You bring up a good point, a great point. Is Donovan Mitchell a star caliber player? That's a great point. That's a great point. Who else in the West? Who did I miss? We got the Clippers. Don't sleep on the Clippers. As long as if you got you two all-star players, don't sleep on that team. Do not sleep on that team. Cause this is what they need. See, the first last year they had too much hype for Paul. They trying to put Kawhi on. They trying to make Kawhi a superstar, like super duper superstar. Too quick. Let that man work into that. Kawhi is quiet. That works for him. All the attention that it bothers him. You could tell they wanted him to be a point forward. That's not Kawhi's game. It's not his game. What he have when he was in San Antonio? He had a good point guard. He had a good system. All he had to do is play D and get his rocks off on offense when he needed to. When he won in the Raptors, even though the Warriors had a whole injury meltdown. They got him another. They got him a point guard. Got him in there. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. A healthy Mavs team can knock a team off, but not finals ready. They need another piece as well. The Mavericks, I feel some type of way about the Mavericks. I feel some type of way about Porzingis, man. That man don't play enough games to to help them get in a better position. That man to miss half the game. He was on my fantasy team this year every week. It wasn't one week where they was like, Christoph Porzingis is healthy, ready to go. He's gonna play every game this week. If they play 6, he playing 4. If they play 5, he playing 3. He missing games. That's the big part. I saw when the Mavericks playing the Lakers the other night. Fun fact about the Mavericks: they have 7 international players. 7 international players, and amongst themselves, they speak 8 different languages. You imagine being Tim Hardaway Jr. on the team, Jalen Brunson. You walk in the locker room, though, you can only talk to 4 people because everybody else in their own conversation, you don't know what they saying. That's crazy. Back to the competitive side. Yeah, the Mavs, they can definitely get you. They can if they play, they can sneak up on you, but they gotta play. They gotta have people that's not. You said the key word, healthy. A healthy Mavs team. They'll get you going. That's a good call out. I was off on Kristoff this year. I had put him in the locker room. Another big thing I want to talk about in the NBA: if you are a mediocre player, you do not need to be getting texts at an important time. Boy, Mo dropping gems off, putting it on it, putting it on it. Portland and Dame got to prove it, man. He said he's saying it now. You heard it here first on the open table talk. You heard it here first from Mo. I'm saying it now. Portland will be super good because they are finally healthy. Now that's a scary team. They do got everybody back. Dame, it's about that time for you to put up or shut up, man. They do have everybody back. And they made it through the year because they was hurt all year. Hurt all year. That's another team that's got to prove something. They kind of in the same boat as not as being like number one, number two of the conference every year, but they kind of in the same boat as Milwaukee. Like it's just kind of like, all right, how long y'all gonna move at this pace before y'all take the next step? Like, all right, Dame, how long you gonna be hitting first round winners and second round you just be like, I mean, he always put on, but if you want to be that superstar, you want to go to the next level. You gotta show what's up, Dame. Like you gotta carry that thing. Your team down by 6, and you just coming, ah! On them boys. That's Steph be doing. That boy Steph just ah. I seen him play in the fourth quarter the other night. That boy Steph just went to a different level. Like different level. Shoot the ball like that. Like, and this what I'm telling y'all too. I'm telling y'all this right now. That little bright skinned devil, that little light skinned baby, he don't. That's why I said in the West, that 9, 10 seed, that 7, 8 seed, like you run up against the Warriors. Steph not just finna lay down for you. You not finna just come in there and beat his head in. That's not what you gonna do. That's not what you gonna do. You not finna just roll in there and beat his head in. That is not what you're gonna do. Not at all. I really don't I really don't talk about baseball a lot. But I'm gonna say this about baseball. In baseball, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Say what you want to about the Astros. They got that hardware, baby, and they own to the Knicks. People be booing them. People be trying to fight them in the dugout. Astros ain't worried about nothing. They hire Dusty Baker. Like, hey, Dusty, we need you to protect us every time we go out of town. We get into it. There's gonna be stuff thrown at us, all this stuff. We need you to protect us. You can do that, baby. We're gonna pay you these millions. Oh yeah, by the way, win a couple of games. Last year they was on the verge. Last year they was on the verge of giving everybody what they want. The most hated team winning the ship, baby. They was on the verge. That's all I'm gonna say about baseball. But yes. So now we're gonna tap into my SoundCloud upcoming artists, SoundCloud playlist, YouTube playlist. They're on Apple Music, on a whole lot of tips. You know what I mean? Like if you want to find good music, don't listen to the radio. Do not listen to the radio. And you can listen to all the songs you're gonna hear in the club over and over during the week. That's fine as you. But during the week, I like to listen to different stuff here, different different genres of music, different things like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give a shout out today to my boy August Keys. He one of the artists I want to mention today. You know, I did some t-shirts for him, things like that. He a solid dude, great writer, great producer, great artist. You know what I mean? Really dope in his music game. For real, for real. My boy Trey Rogers, give him a shout out. He just had a birthday yesterday or the day before. Happy belated, my boy. Uh, yeah, Trey Rogers and the Red Bird Music Group. You know what I mean? They doing their thing. They over there getting it in. You know what I mean? If you know of any artists, let me know. Shoot them up. I put them up. Tell me about them a little bit, and they can get it going. You know what I mean? Oh, also artists from my hometown who, off the top of my head, last week, my hometown got a lot of artists. Off the top of my brain, last week I forgot about him, but he dope, dope. Chinino, my boy Chinino. You know what I mean? That's Cheenio. I don't know if I spelled it right. Nino. I was never really the best speller. But yeah, cheating. I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna give it back to y'all boys. I'm gonna give y'all a nice list of all these artists. Cause I know I don't be saying their names right. I be messing up. But we give y'all a nice list on Wednesday. Well, I said I might come back on tonight around 6:30. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a nice list of some artists you can go listen to. Come back, give me a rating. On the website, on the lottagang.com website, we gonna put up a poll. We'll put up a voting poll. This is what I'm gonna do. You heard it right here. This is what I'm gonna do. Every 2 weeks, I'm gonna put up a voting poll. And you gotta go to these people's SoundCloud, you gotta go to all their platforms, and you gotta listen to them. And then you come back, you vote. Whichever person wins, we're gonna do a video. We're gonna do a video. I'm gonna do it every month. That's what we're gonna do. Every month. We're gonna do a video. I'm gonna try to get them a video. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Get some sponsors, get some videos going, coming up with stuff on the spot. So that's the SoundCloud artist. Now I can really go back to sports. As you can tell, I'm a sports type person. Uh Actually, I'm not gonna go to sports. I got something I want to talk about. Did you see the way they showed up for DMX in New York? Them boys was deep. Rough Riders was deep. They in New York on motorbikes, four wheelers, side by sides. They had my boy in a souped up truck riding through New York. They put on for that boy. Rest in peace, DMX. Now back to sports. I want to talk about more about these youth sports. That's what I want to talk about. Because I see it all the time. The biggest problem in youth sports are not the kids. The kids be great. The kids are wonderful. The kids, they laugh. They want to be coached. They want to be, you know what I mean? They love having fun with their friends. But they mamas and daddies, the parents, the uncle who come to every fifth game, them, that's the problem. That uncle to come to every other game, he's the problem. And want to tell his nephew to do everything wrong from the bleachers, or that parent that think their baby's supposed to be the star running back, and he might just be a really good fullback, or he might just be a really good lineman. That them be the problems. I used to coach middle school football, high school football. I was a defensive coordinator, and the only problems I had was not with the kids. Only problem I had was with parents. Parents. I once had a parent tell a boy on the kickoff return, just run straight. You get the ball, run straight. Don't make no moves, don't do nothing, just run straight. That next game after he did it, he caught the kickoff return. He just ran straight ahead. He on the V line, just running straight. Him and another player on the other team hit each other like this, straight up. Broke the man collarbone. I said, why you didn't turn? My dad told me just to run straight. That's why you laid up on this stretcher right now, on the way to the hospital. Let your kids be coached. Let them be coached. Now, if the coach is doing all the coaching he can do, you still ain't seeing no results. Baby, it's simple. Take the kids somewhere where they're gonna be coached. Take the kids somewhere where you're gonna get some results. And if you're a coach and you ain't got no kid no result, and he decided to go somewhere else, then baby, you can't be mad about it. You can't be mad about it. Cause I know when I have mine, if I'm blessed to have a boy, if he over here, I play football. I don't want to coach my own son. I do not want to coach my own son. But if my son playing football and I'm sitting watching the coach and I'm like, this coach, you know what he talking about. My son just don't have it yet. My son just don't have it yet. Or he might not ever get it. Me as a parent, it's not my job to be like, oh, that coach won't put you in the game. This is that and the other. Let's go over here. That's the wrong reason to leave. That's the wrong reason to leave, bro. Like, and it's not just football. It happened in basketball too. I seen it at the AAU tournament. Well, why such and such get to take all the shots? Why he get to do this? You got on my boy doing this. Man, your son shot the first 7 shots of the game. He went 1 for 7. This boy 4 for 4. So yeah, I gave him the green light. You're not helping your kid by doing that. You really hurting them. Like, you teaching them how to be a quitter early. Like, compete, get better. You know what I mean? Get in where you fit in, basically. You know what the NFL is? The NFL is a get in where you fit in league. You know how many people in the NFL have a job because they can run down and make a special teams tackle? Them boys be waiting to play linebacker, waiting to play safety the whole game. Might not ever get in their position. But on special teams, they get in there, they fly down the field, and they make that play. They make that play for that pay. That's what they do. Teach a kid how to be a team player. Him being a superstar is likely not going to happen. I'm just being honest with you. I don't want to crush your dreams, but it's the truth. It is the truth. And to the coaches out there, I hear Mo, he be talking. He be having this problem a lot. To the coaches out there to say, well, they took my players. They getting all the good players in the city. Step your game up. Product sales, baby. You out here, you got a product that people want. People going to come to your product. Product sales. If you out here doing it and teaching kids right, then yeah, parents going to want their kids to go play for that team because they being taught. They being taught the game. They understand the game. Don't get mad, baby. Get glad like a Ziploc bag and step your game up. Step it up. Simple. Step your game up. It's that simple. It's real simple. But I'm going to leave y'all with a little 30-second break. Then we're going to come back. And we're going to start talking about what to do to get your kids saved. How to help your kid. How to teach him something. I'm going to go on the football tip because basketball is a whole nother world. Basketball is a whole nother world. But yeah, I'm going to holler at y'all 30 seconds. Holler at your boy. Peace. All right, we back. Quick little 30 seconds video and quick little 30-second video and we back to it. I just got upset, I'm not gonna lie. My fantasy basketball, my fantasy basketball league just sent me a message saying, "Hey, by the way, you lost last week. You got beat out the playoffs." I know I did. Everybody on my team was hurt. That's why I don't play NBA fantasy. But I'm gonna keep playing because I got a lot of pride and I can't go out the way that I did this year. First round knockout got me feeling like the 76ers. Call me Doc. Nah, I'm just playing. All right, man. This is my next topic of the day is becoming a player and respect the game. Football, little league. You gotta respect the game, man. Teach your kid how to respect the game. First off, any little league parent, any little league coach, the first thing you should be teaching your kids are gaps. If you got a 4-year-old flag team, you got a 5-year-old flag team, you playing 6U tackle, contact, you playing 8U tackle. By 8U, they don't know gaps, they behind. 8U and 10U, they don't know gaps. By that point, they behind. Cause my homeboy Mo, who I told you about, he teaching his kids about gap assignment. They run up against them boys, it's gonna be a world of trouble. You're gonna be like them other parents complaining and stuff on the Houston Little League page. You're gonna be complaining while your kid getting drove into the ground because your coach ain't teaching gaps assignments and how to hold a gap and how to be responsible for your play. That's what you need to teach your kids off the muscle. That's teaching him the fundamentals of the game. That's teaching him the fundamentals of the game. Gap assignments. If he on defense, A gap, B gap, C gap, outside contain. It's things you teach them that help them process the game, understand the game. And you on offense, teach them the 2-hole, the 4-hole, the 6-hole. You know what I mean? That helps. Teach them hand placement. Football without your hands, you're gonna be a back to the bench player. Go out there doing all this, you're gonna be a back to the bench player. And this for the parents who got new kids who just starting. Everybody baby want the ball. Everybody baby want the ball. But when your baby get the ball, if you don't know what to do, then your baby can't get the ball. If you don't know where to run, where to cut, and you don't give the team the best chance to win, then your baby might not get the ball. Football is a sport where you play the people and you make a play for the best play to win. Teach your kids that from the beginning. Learn the game, respect the game, and play to win the game. If you teach your kids that, you won't have no problem. You won't have no problems with a kid coming to you telling you, "Coach, I feel like I need to do this." First off, kids should never do that. Parents, teach your kids. Don't ever question the coach about position and what's going down. The coach see it. Now you do have those coaches. You do have those coaches where they don't know what they're doing. And they just want to give little Johnny the ball. Little Johnny just running the ball into the ground. Little Johnny get 2 yards every time he get the ball and fall over. Little Johnny be fumbling. They steady gonna give little Johnny the ball. Do not talk about that coach in front of your child. You are ruining your child for the rest of his career. Do not talk about that coach in front of your child. I repeat, do not talk about that coach in front of your child. You're ruining your child for the rest of his career. What you do is, while the kids running, doing sprints or something, while they doing some other stuff, while they may be on the water break way off, for the coach, you ask them what's up. You know what I mean? You don't go over there hostile. Why my baby ain't getting in the game? Why my did? You be like, I know this. This is this going. What can I do to get him better? If that coach give you some things, like if he give you some legit things to get your child better, then that's cool. But if he pop off right then at the mouth, Be like, that's a bit. That's a bit. Then you start finding somewhere else for your kid to go. You start looking around some other places for your kid to go. And that's the start of Little League sports. That's how you should start. That's what a lot of y'all need is a fundamental base where to start. That's how you start. Whoo-wee. Let me get off that topic. I talk about that topic all day. Little League sports. But yes, that's my time. That's my time. It's time to go. It's time to go be productive in the world. It's time to put some of y'all on the stream. But yeah, man, you want to be on the show? Hit me up in my inbox. Hit me up on the page. Let me know what you want to talk about. I definitely get you linked up on how to get on the show so you could be a guest star, and we're going to get it in. It's going down. It's your boy, Man Knox, Open Table Talk, and I'm out. Peace.